What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a different type of video. We're going to talk about the top racers by year joined. And I was watching one of Bramatorix's videos and he mentions Aiden being the 2018 account with the highest race count. And I just was inspired to make this video. Also, another thing of note is that we are using Jizu's Nitro type spreadsheet, and this hasn't been updated for a while, so the information might be a little outdated. I don't know, but this is just the information as I know it. Up first, we have Carrie Perk. She was the first racer to ever achieve the Perk, the Watch 6, the Manta Ray, and the Police Bimmer. Next up, we have PJ Crowley's account. PJ Crowley was created in October 10th, 2012, 10 days before my birthday. But anyway, PJ Crowley was the captain of Team Syndicate in season 28, and he still holds the tag, even though he's using the TPO tag. But anyway, last but not least, we have Philly's Magic, and I don't really know much about them. Except for the fact that they're a pretty old account and they seemed to be extremely active when the site was very old. But yeah, that's pretty much it for them. Alright, next up we are on to the 2013 accounts, and we have Slider on the Black. And Slider on the Black, former NTA officer, I think he joined back NTA recently, but he was a pretty active racer back during 2018 or so, and yeah, he's been just pretty consistent around for a pretty long time. Next, we have Billy33, and Billy33 is an account that you've probably recognized from recently. This account has been placing pretty high on the leaderboards recently, but you might be surprised to know that this account was actually made in 2013, and I myself was surprised to know that, because a lot of these accounts on the leaderboards are like brand new accounts that but that's an interesting tidbit to know. Next, we have I Dig Dogs and the captain of Team Dog. But yeah, they joined in 2013 as well, and they've been pretty consistent. They're a pretty nice garage. And yeah. Alright, now for the 2014 accounts. The number one is, as you can probably guess, I Love Shoes 2, who is a former news moderator and captain of NTA. She's also been pretty consistent around for a very long time, and she's one of the top ranked players on the entire website. Next up, we have Petromax. Petromax is an account that's also been around for a long time. It's just consistently done races. Also known for being on Shell Riders, and it's also used to be on the Hall of Fame. And the last of the 2014 accounts is Clifford, and I don't know really much about them, but they seem like they've been pretty consistent from when they were created. Their account was created. Next, moving on to the 2015 accounts, we have Octav453. Probably pronouncing that wrong, but I also don't know much about this person. They're on switching to primes, and yeah, that's pretty much it for this person. Right, next we have Fevered Basilisk. And Fevered Basilisk, if you haven't watched Bramatorix's video about them and a few other racers, it's actually really interesting. I'll link it in the description for you guys. But yeah. And the last of the 2015 accounts is Sapphire. And Sapphire is a Shark member. Not really much to say, except I did notice 77777, but with their lucky number 7 title, which is pretty cool. Anyway. And up next we have 2016, which for some reason, I don't know what's up with 2016, but a lot of extremely active accounts were created in 2016. Wildflower Moves and Type Me Fantastic. But anyway, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Well, you probably know Wildflower. Wildflower is the most active racer on the entire site, and she has been around since 2016 and has been grinding the entire time. 600,000 races, pretty insane. But yeah, I'm sure you've heard of Wildflower. Up next, we have Moises. Moises has been around for also a long time and also doing a lot of races. Anyway, they're on the Hall of Fame, and a lot of people have heard of them, I'm sure. Up last is Type B Fantastic, and Type B Fantastic is an account that was I feel like she came back recently after inactivity, but anyway, has been around for a long time, has been racing very consistently. But I just think it's really interesting how like all three of the top accounts created in 2016 are like all up high on the Hall of Fame. Up next, we have the 2017 accounts, and up first, we have Mal. You've probably heard of Mal. He's the second most active person on Nitro Type of all time. He won, I think, season 18 and 19, and he's the second most active person on the site. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Alright, up next, we have Aid. Aid, is an account that was created in 2017 and placed third in season 27, which is pretty recently. And yeah, that's it for them. Alright, and up last but not least, we have Jari2 or WC8481. I'm not sure what they usually go by, but I also don't know much about their account, but they got those exclusive pack titles and got 89,000 races. Yeah. Alright, next up we have Aiden, or Hysteria, or whatever you want to call him, but this is him, and you've probably heard of him before, him being on the Hall of Fame and everything, but he was created in 2018 and has been racing for a long time. He was going to win season 28, but something happened. We don't talk about that. But anyway, next up we have BB, or Bugbear, a former member of Shark. Also has very high race count, 192,000 races. But anyway, I think they were on the Hall of Fame at some point, but when it got expanded. But last up, we have Almighty One, and this is an account you definitely have heard of. Also on the Hall of Fame, and having been around for a pretty long time, and has actually been banned before. Banned in the giant bot wave that happened recently. But yes. Alright, up next we have Kocho, and you've definitely heard of Kocho if you've ever been on the site recently. But anyway, she created her account in September 2019 and already has the Wildflower and is well on her way to 300k. But this is just a crazy amount of races anyway. Next up is ACs, and ACs is an officer on Teacher, and not really much else to say. Don't really know much about them, but yeah. And last but not least, we have I Love You to the Moon, captain of NYM, and has been pretty active recently. Very close to hitting the Bimmer, not Bimmer, the 100k McLaren. So congrats. And yeah. Right, so up next we have the 2020 accounts, and it's actually been only 11 months, so all of the races that these accounts have been done this year, which is pretty incredible to think about, especially when you look at Nana's account. Nana has been around since January of this year and already has the 100k McLaren, which is pretty cool. He also is a longtime member of DSNT, has a ton of team races on there, almost as many as his total races. But yeah, that's it for Nana. Up next, we have Greyhound, who is also a 2020 account and has Lycan Hypersport, and by the looks of his name, he's inactive, but still. He's on Talk, which is also retired, and he's done. He joined in January, so he's had a fair amount of time to do his races. Next, we have Greatest Flash. Greatest Flash is a pretty recent account, only created in March, which is pretty interesting. How you get the Lycan Hypersport while only having been a member of the site for like around 6 months is pretty amazing. I also don't know much about them because they're a relatively new account and they don't really talk at all in the community, and yeah. But thank you to everyone who's watched up until this point. It really means a lot, and if you really appreciate it if you dropped a like or subscribe, as this video took some time to make. So thanks for watching.